Welcome to another how-to video from AnimalCare software. Calculated measurements. I will be showing you two places that you can manage calculated measurements. The first one is going to be from the Welfare Template Management. I'm going to scroll down here and find one of my templates to edit. On our welfare template, we are collecting two measurements for food offered and food left, and we want to figure out the percentage. So we can use calculated measurements to accomplish this. Here you can see we've set one up for kilograms. I want to create one to take the units in grams. I'm going to select to add a calculated measurement. I recommend giving a descriptive name to your measurement. That way you can use the calculated measurement in other areas of the software. You can add a description to give more detailed information. Now you can enter the formula down here. In the next example, I'll show you how to use the measurement template in a calculated measurement. Below the formula box, you can see the various characters that you can use to create your mathematical equation for your formula. Now, some of you might be a little rusty on your mathematical equations, and if you need any help creating a calculation, don't hesitate to email me at dave@animalcaresoftware.com. We're going to tackle one of the more difficult equations, figuring a percentage for two measurements. I'm going to use two parentheses at the beginning to determine which mathematical equations are done in the correct order. Make sure to change the units as needed. Because I want to get the total amount of food consumed, I'm first going to subtract the food left from the food offered. Make sure your units match. Now I'm going to close the parentheses. I want the subtraction to be the first part of the formula performed. Now I want the formula to take the results of the subtraction and divide that by our food offered. Then I'm going to close the parentheses. That'll perform the second equation. And now, because I want to display my results in percentage, I'm going to multiply times 100. Now make sure to test your formula. I'm going to enter a value for the food offered and the food left, and then I'm going to select Test Formula. 75 is correct, but I want it to display percentage. So in the display unit, I'm going to enter percentage. Once I add the unit to display, you'll see it down here. And then make sure to save. And because I added this calculated measurement to a template, I'm going to save the template. Now let me show the other location where you can add and manage calculated measurements. Simply go to Administration and then Measurements. Then I'm going to select the Calculated Measurements tab. And here you can view, edit, and manage the calculated measurement. You can see the one that we just created. Now let me show you how to use our measurement template for a calculated measurement. So I'm going to add a calculated measurement, and I'm going to give it a name. Total time checked out. Now the measurements that I want to draw on for this calculation are coming from this measurement template that I just created. So I'm going to select Measurement Template, then I'm going to select my template, and we're going to use time. This is a very straightforward calculation. I'm going to select the measurement item from the time checked in and subtract that from the time that checked out. Now I want my output for this to give me the total number of minutes. So let me select the time that the animal was checked in and then the time that the animal was checked out. Now of course normally you're entering this information in, the animal's checked out, enter the time, and then you'd enter the time that the animal was checked in. But this is how the calculation is going to be run, and we're going to select our minutes there, and you can see that the calculation works as expected. Now let's save this. Now one of the reasons I wanted to run through this particular example for this how-to video is to show you how you can use your measurement templates in a welfare template. So now that I've got this calculated measurement, I can go to the goals for Oakley, and now I can set my goal range for the amount of time that Oakley can be checked out. So I'm going to set my maximum at 90, and I'm going to save. Now that this welfare template is set up with a goal, let's go and see how it looks on the daily report. Let's use the quick link to jump down to our templates. I'm going to select Oakley. Now let me add in my values with the time selector. So I've got my time checked out, and I'm going to enter my time checked in. You can see the two time measurements grouped together with the blue bar on the left-hand side. Because I'm using the measurement template within a welfare management template, I'm able to quickly view in the template that value is out of the desired range. Thank you for watching this how-to video. Please contact me with any comments or questions, or if you'd like to set up training for your facility, you can reach me at dave@animalcaresoftware.com.